Okay, so I've been checking pretty regularly throughout the debate and after the debate for what are the major media outlets, both TV and online, focusing on. So what are their headlines, what are their pictures and all that. For the first half, at least, both on the left and on the right, it was just they're going at it. They're interrupting each other, they're bickering, crosstalk. That was the big tweets, too, had to do with the crosstalk and about how the moderator was having trouble keeping them on track. And so a lot of it was that sort of thing. I did find, though, as we got towards the conclusion and eventually moved out of it, there was indication from Frank Luntz that his focus group was overwhelmingly for Pence, which you can dispute that if you want. Chris Matthews said, obviously Pence won through strength while Kaine looked desperate. And it seems like from the media's point of view, they're either not saying who they think won or they're saying Pence won, which I found surprising. Even Huffington Post has a fairly benign Pence headline that he was able to distract from Trump, which wasn't my perception from listening to the debate, but that's what they're saying. Drudge and Breitbart heavily attacking Tim Kaine, saying, yes, he has high energy, but he's interrupting with canned lines, and he's a puppy dog, and all that sort of thing. Fox would, anytime Pence brought up some sort of scandal about Hillary, they would then turn to that being their headline, as he brings up scandal, because they just want to have it on their front page. But overall, it's either just they fought, they lied a lot, they went back and forth, or Pence clear winner.
Yeah,
and not just from conservative outlets.
Yeah, I think CNN's headline there summarizes the media's reaction. Truth, fibs, and a lot of in between. You know what that means? I don't know. I didn't bother fact checking. Right? They seem to argue a lot. Yeah, it's a debate. You're supposed to tell us who's right and who's wrong. For example, if you did your job, one of the things you would have found out is that all the quotes of Donald Trump from Tim Kaine were accurate. Yeah. Well, and every time Mike Pence said that's not true, he was lying.
So Ezra Klein had a great tweet about that. He said, you sort of have to look at it as the battle and the war. Like, yes, Pence saying he didn't say this, he didn't say Muslims should be banned, all that stuff looks good now. But when Hillary Clinton takes his response as saying, no, he didn't say that, and puts that next to Trump saying it over and over and over again, that's not going to look as good. Because he did say all of those things.
Yep.
The Guardian headline, a vice president debate candidate spar as Pence forced to defend Trump.
Yeah.
Did you already say that?
That's sort of like some of them. That's good. I didn't get any international sources, but it's very CNN. Like, who are we to say? You know, maybe some of them lied. Maybe they denied things that we know are true. Maybe they denied things that they themselves have tweeted in non-ambiguous terminology. But we're not actually going to rule.
Boy, I can't wait to see Chris Wallace out not fact check them.
To go one fewer step.
Yes, one fewer step.
One fewer step for mankind. Okay, so in the New York Times with Kaine and Pence trade punches on policy.
They haven't updated that one in a while.
Okay, so
I guess they.
That's the press basically saying, meh. Which, to be fair, is exactly how the American people feel about these two VP candidates.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, we know that the GOP said 3 hours ago that Mike Pence won, and CNN said 3 hours ago that Hillary Clinton won.
There's so much more content if you're a member of the Young Turks. You get the post games, you get live interviews. I forgot the other things you get, but they're awesome. TYTnetwork.com/join.